Welcome back. This is Staring from Staring Gaming. Today we're doing the raid from Burning Crusade known as the Battle from Mount Hyjal. This is actually technically split into 3 different areas. You got the Alliance, the Horde, and the World Tree. Now, pretty much this fight, pretty pain in the butt. As you can see, there's Jaina. Now, basically these these friendly NPCs here would actually aid you in the fight. But because I'm strong enough to handle the solo, I'm gonna go and show you the Scourge camp. Now, actually to get this started, you gotta talk to Jaina.
Shh, I'm trying to think here.
And that activates the waves. There's 8 waves, then the boss. And there's 2 bosses for the Alliance camp, and then 2 bosses for the Horde camp. You also get rep for this fight too. Luckily for me,
I need a target.
I have an AoE like concentrate, which makes this fight pretty easy. Now after the first boss, we'll do an inspection of the Scourge camp. And we'll alter my hotbar so the mounting up will be easier. Now this was a rep group for jewel crafters that wanted to get a lot of patterns. Which I do remember grinding this to get those patterns back in Burning Crusade, because I actually used to be a leatherworker skinner. And when jewel crafting came out, I got rid of my skinning.
The Legion's final conquest has begun. Once again, the subjugation of this world is within our grasp. This battle, let none survive. The war.
But like I was saying, I switched to jewel crafting, which ended up making me have to pay a bit of money, of course. We'll switch that out there. But it was worth it in the end. That's why we have alts to kind of fix up our materials, what we need. Now, as you see, the reputation group is Scales of the Sand. I can't remember how many runs it would take, but it took a couple runs to get them exalted. But as you can see, is reminiscent of the old Warcraft gaming. I feel like they might have been able to actually do a better job. Maybe they could have added a little more, but back then it was just the first expansion of WoW. But they've gone further down the road, more expansions. They've gotten much better with what they wanted to do. So I wouldn't mind seeing them kind of remake Battle of Hyjal. Bring some more life into it, you could say. We're gonna run this way and start the second wave. Now, as that first boss, he was a nightmare because 1, he could freeze you in place, but he also had the dreaded move known as Death and Decay, which pretty much could end your game. And as you see, they're fighting along with me. Now the thing, you kind of want to basically keep those guys alive, because When it came boss time, you definitely needed them for bosses. Now, there were actually a few weapon transmogs out of here. I believe it was the third boss who dropped this nice two-handed sword. Now, as you see, I don't want to get too close because I can actually miss mobs. As you see, the ghouls are digging themselves out. Now, in the second part of this, it's a little bit more difficult, you could say. Interesting.
You are defenders of a doomed world. Flee here, and perhaps you will prolong your pathetic
Hold them back as long as possible.
Now this guy has something called vampiric aura, which
Clock is still ticking.
back then, what we know now as Leech, was the aura giving Leech, before it was called Leech. It's pretty wicked, to be honest. Now that we actually took out these two waves, we actually now have to head to the Horde camp.
Shh,
as
I'm
you
trying to
see.
think here. All I ever wanted was to study.
We have won valuable time. Now we must pull back.
She's gonna cast mass teleport and get everyone out of here. Now for us, we actually go through the Alliance camp onto this path on the way to the Horde camp. But you also pay, on this road, if you're a miner, you would also pay attention because there's actually mining nodes in here that give gems out back then. And we'll see what we get. As you see, I got an epic gem. Those were worth a lot of money. During the time, you could always get them out of here. But later on in the other raids, like Black Temple, you could get them, luckily, from drops there, from just random mobs. And they used to go for a lot of money. But nowadays, it's better to just get a jewel crafter to cut these and then vendor them. Because the gems on their own are like 60 silver, but if you get them cut, they like are worth like maybe, I think, 2-3 gold. Now, as you can see, there's gargoyles down there attacking that camp. Kind of scene this does remind you of old Warcraft. Now we're coming up to the Horde camp where Thrall is. Now the fights are not like the Alliance camp, which is pretty much a funnel. This one, you would have to split up your group a little bit because you couldn't have everyone in one spot during parts of the waves. Because if you did, chances are they might get wiped out. Or we could actually lose Thrall, which is a fail. Or you lose too many units, which puts an even bigger burn on you back then. Alright.
Loktar, friend.
Let's get Thrall.
What
and
is
Thrall
it you
going.
wish?
Up here, as you can see, this would tell us how many enemies were still alive. That actually helped us when it came to the other waves. But for now, I believe the first and second wave are just ground units. And we're going to keep checking back here every now and then because you'll see what units I'm talking about. They're going to show up and kind of cause a little bit of havoc, unfortunately. There they are. You didn't see what I saw. They're actually flying in right now, as you can see. Bloody gargoyles.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
That wasn't the worst unit, to be honest, that showed up. We still have two other ones that were more of a pain in the butt than those gargoyles, honestly. The problem is, after we killed them, we had to bum rush ourselves back to here because of this wave. Have you noticed that's the world tree back there? If you haven't noticed that yet. And as you can see, we have another wave of gargoyles showing up.
I don't have a target. I'm out of range.
That was the problem. Sometimes it got a little too high and you had to figure out how to get them. Luckily for pretty much at least every class has one kind of range ability now. And here you see there's even more flying in.
I need to get closer. It's too far away. I'm out of range.
The problem is these Taurans, they can't fight because they're units. They're only ground units, so. Oh, I forgot to mention, there's also a Frostworm. We tried to burn down all these units before this one showed up.
I need to get closer.
Luckily, Paladin, very effective gun. There's another big guy. Try to get to him before he takes off any of the cars.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
Cry for mercy! Your meaningless lives will soon be forfeit.
Yeah, this is the guy who actually drops that sword, I believe, the one he's actually holding. So let's just go steal it from him. Talk to Thrall, initiate the next wave. This is where things got really crazy. To be honest, the final boss is easier than this wave back then, in my opinion.
Loktar, friend. What is it you wish?
Now they start bringing out the big guns. If you remember, if you ever played the old World of Warcraft.
I'm out of range.
He ran off. He should have just kept running, honestly.
Oh!
Now this is where it gets sucky, because these guys start shelling up on you. They were fully capable of wrecking this. It was, you had to be...
Bring the fight to me and pay with your lives.
It's too far away.
Like back then, Thrall was priority. Like if these mobs died, as long as Thrall survived. So we just lost 2 to the AoE drop in.
I need to get closer.
Starting to lose my front line here, unfortunately. If I don't hurry, I'm about to lose Thrall, too. I lost everyone but that one guy there.
It's too far away.
And as you see, they could take mobs out on their own. And we got another round of them falling out of the sky. I'm probably gonna lose my troll there, unfortunately.
Bring the fight to me and pay with your lives.
Yeah, I don't want Thrall going down, so.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
Try to save my turn allies, because, ooh, they're going down fast.
It's too far away.
Abandon all hope. The Legion has returned to finish what was begun so many years ago. This time, there will be no escape. Time is almost.
Chances are that achievement pop was probably me hitting Exalted with the rep group that's related to here. Now we go talk to Thrall to initiate the last boss sequence. Yep, open his hands.
All of your efforts have
Loktar,
been in vain.
friend.
The
What is it
training
you
of the world tree has already begun. Soon, the heart of your world will beat no more.
And as you can see,
I'm trying to think here.
Janna's actually bringing them out of here to a mass teleport. Unfortunately, we gotta go take out the big bad. Now, to be honest, it looks like they put more work into the Horde camp than the Alliance camp, to be honest. Which I don't mind, because I'm Horde. All the way, man. Horde all the way. And as you see, there's actually more mining knolls on the way back up here, so. We'll grab them while we're here. that noise you've been hearing, the hum, that would be Archimon trying to drain the world tree.
I need to get closer.
He was a pretty nasty boss. And those who had a suicide wish do not speak to Grande Whisperland. She gives you an item that would help you survive this boss fight.
In her light, all truths are revealed.
As you see, the tears of the goddess. Well, waiting its same in effect because someone like me forgot that was the only. Well, let's just type in. There they are. Now let's be last tab, and we'll show you how well this works. As you see, it's a temporary slowdown, but you would need it because this guy would launch you high up. He would launch you high enough that you would die from fall damage. You need the tears in order to time your fall and time the use of them, so you would just take basically.
Your resistance is insignificant. No, it cannot be. No!
He's trying to kill me with the touch of death, but it doesn't work because I have divine protection now from the tree itself. That's been Battle Mount Hyjal. This has been Asterion from Asterion Gaming, asking you to please like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video.